Hello, all you wonderful Rise of Kingdoms players out there. This is Dragothien here, and today we're going to be testing Rome versus France. Everything is as it should be. We have Charles versus Charles. Both are maxed. Charles does not have any percent chance skills, so this should be an even matchup from a commander standpoint. We've also completely stripped our talents to zero. There are no talents on these commanders at all. There's also no equipment. We're off territory. We're out of alliance. We have both VIP 15 and 16. 16 doesn't give you any kind of bonuses to damage. It's action points, healing resource, material production, and action point recovery. So no bonuses to damage or defense or anything like that. We've also got no buffs on except for War Frenzy. We've scouted each other so that there's no delay in that sort of thing. We're going to attack each other at the same time. We've got no equipment on. I mean, we've done everything to make sure that this is apples to apples. And the point of this is going to be which infantry civilization should you use in the open field. This is literally testing axemen versus legionaires, okay? I've always said Rome. That's always been the answer whenever I get asked this question at least 4 or 5 times a week. Let's put this to the test 100% definitively to see which one will win. Okay, so we're going to attack each other at the same time as well. These barbarians went in on the action as well. You can tell. Okay, you can see we both attacked each other at the same time. The damages are happening equal. It's almost equal. Look at that. Very, very small variance. Very, very small variance. Very interesting. So you can see too, I'm starting to gain rage a little bit faster, which I think is going to be a conversation that you're going to hear talked about on the collaboration that I'm going to be doing with John Wick. We've noticed some things whenever fighting and doing our testings and he brought this up to me because I didn't even notice it. So kudos to him for kind of paying attention to this. But you'll see as your troops get lower than your opponent, there seems to be some kind of a rage modifier that helps speed up your rage generation the lower your troop counts get. So the faster you get, you'll get faster rage generation as you get lower in troop count, which is interesting. We didn't know of any kind of formula that did that, but sure enough, that's exactly what happened. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to speed this up so you guys don't have to see two maxed out. These are both expertise commanders as well. Infantry commanders that are meant to be tanky, battling it out for another 20 minutes. So I'm going to speed this up for you guys, and we'll get to the end. And just a reminder, both of us have 100,000 troops in here. I think the next one I'm going to do, it'll be more like 25,000 or 50,000 because this is obviously taking a while. But as you can see, Rome is definitely starting to pull ahead. But also, as you can see, again, take a look at the rage meters. I'm already at max rage right now. And then he also is getting his max rage about a half a second to a second later. So because of the lowered amount of troops that I've got, there is an increased to rage generation. You can see it right there. And again, this is what we're going to be really kind of theory crafting and doing some hard testing on John Wick and I as we do a collaboration on rage because we we had a really good conversation the other day about rage and learning from each other a little bit on some of the findings that we've had after I did my last rage video with Khan, and then he was already doing some rage testing too and gave me some insight into what he had found already too. So we're looking forward to bringing that to you guys. But you can see, I mean, he's already maxed out, but it looks like they're both still casting at the same time, which is very interesting. Even though my rage meter is higher, watch both of them pop at the same time. It's really interesting. That barbarian really wants to get in on the action. You can see it. He's like, they're almost dead. Just let me jump in there. Come on. That level 22 barbarian wants some. Looks like we're about to finally see the outcome of this battle. And because we both used 100,000 troops, whatever the difference is here, that'll be your percent of value, I guess is a good way to put it. So say she's got 8,000 troops left. That means it's 8% better using legionaires than it is using axemen. So let's take a peek and see what this looks like. All right, so 100,000 versus 100,000. That's actually not bad. So she had 13.7 thousand troops back. So 13,707 troops remaining. That's a big difference. Open field, this is defense versus health. Obviously, again, Rome has a 5% defense increase to infantry, whereas France has a 3% health bonus across the board to all troops. So if you have mixed troops, or if you've got multiple different armies that have different troop types, France may provide a better value. But if you're looking for infantry, like the best infantry civilizations to use in open field fights, I think definitively you can see that Rome is the best. Again, we both have 60-60 Charles. Let's see. Now, this is because you see the differences here. This is because of these civilization differences. So you've got infantry defense of 103% versus 98%. That's the 5% difference from Rome. And then here you see the 3% difference in infantry health. That's the 3% health for infantry from France. And again, infantry attack is exactly the same. Both commanders are maxed. Everything else is identical, except for siege unit. Wonder why the siege unit stuff is different. No, I don't know. I'm gonna have to do some digging into that. Why her siege unit attack is 9% greater and 5% greater defense. I'm gonna have to do some digging onto that. But everything else, as far as the way that this bonus was done, is exactly the way it should be. 5% higher defense for Kitty Cat and 3% higher health for myself. So I hope this has been pretty definitive, guys. Again, Rome over France every single time. This is useful for a couple reasons. Obviously, if you need to win fights and you want to have the best possible outcome, you want to go Rome. Also, for Osiris League and Ark of Osiris, Rome is the better fighting alliance, or fighting civilization. So you want to go ahead and use Rome when you are a heavy infantry player in the open field in the middle, if you're capturing buildings, etc. And you're not factoring in any kind of skill damage, which then you might want to go Ottoman in that case. But either way, Rome is the better civilization fighting-wise than France. So I hope you've enjoyed. I will see you guys next time. Cheers. Have a good one. Take care.